ki khubor ka Batesi TV. Lawan Rashapi ta ka Frank Motors. Kamon ban long slur, ringkat bat kaman ba Songkhya, ka Shong ha ka Jinglong Sengkam, bat Jingjit bastard jongi. Ka Tata Harrier, ka Kali ka ban san ya ka Lintiya jongpi, ka la ban long ka jongpi minta. Book ya ka Tata Harrier ha Frank Motors, lat korngi, lani phone hau number hinyo not sausan ar, not hinyo khanda hinyo lai.
Ka Ddu-Gky hakani ka kenti kala pelong ya ka jing ya kendo lang ka ba shisin chisnam ya ka bla tip kum ka CXO meet ka lum lang ya ki nong mi khmat na ki office trikam ka sarkar ya ki nong trei be de ki parlok ba je trei lang banya theria tai halo ki lar ban aji kai pentibet ya ki samlak nang ba kindop la ban yeng hala ki jongi kejat ha ka Sengkam Sengjam. Hakani ke jinga lang lasa khilang du menteri ka sarkar jelau Abu Tahir Mandal ubla long kumukong san ringkat ke jingdon lang jung state program director USR Marang USC Sadhu bat kiwe. La samru yaki khusnam shiki performing implementing agencies but universal ideal sewa samiti kala shanyo kum kowe ne ki slam trikam ka bakham teben. La penshongkun yakani ke sngi de ki jingrwa ne ki Gramin SNEH Foundation but ke jinga thir lalam khmat du Dilip Mukherjee but ke jingkran penkut du Dr. Donald B. Jerwa ubla ai khublai kerpang ya baro ki nong ya shiminta hakani ke program ke long ke job.
And Srimati Hikai. And Shri F.C. Sadhu, IS Director and Secretary, Sengkam Department. And we call upon Shri Radha, Assistant Director, Ddu-Gky NIRD, Hyderabad, to kindly come on the day.
Next we have emergency CS Marak from Ddu-Gky village, Block, South Philippines. And she is earning 25,000 and she is working as a senior manager.
As we all know that Meghalaya is a very young state in the sense that a lot of people are in the age group of 18 to 35 and they're all, once they complete their graduation, once they complete their plus 2 level, they want to have some kind of, they want to see some kind of opportunities and they want somebody to handhold them to get themselves employed. And when they see this opportunity, I see that many of our youngsters in our rural areas, particularly when we interact with them, I hope many of you must have interacted also, they have a lot of potential. They have a lot of excitement to do something. But as you know that existing social structure will not allow them to explore the outside world. So we have to, when we interact, we have seen when Honorable Minister inaugurated this Migration Support Center in Ddu-Gky, we have had from the successful aspirants through their testimonials that how hard it is for them, particularly women, where they are coming for the first time from many generations to make a first step, and how much criticism they had to face in their close social structure and a lot of ridicule they had to face. So what I would like to request all our partners is that please keep it in the mind that the young aspirants who are coming to us. Is their first time in so many generations they are coming forward. So we have to always keep this in mind, that we should not treat this like a scheme or we are doing something for the employment, but we are doing something to transform the society for a better future. So this scheme assumes a lot of significance in Meghalaya because the opportunities in government sector are already dried up. There are very few opportunities in government sector. Unless we explore the opportunities in private sector, both here and outside the state, we will not be able to employ our young children. So this is an opportunity for us. In fact, I would like to thank our Honorable Minister to taking this interest to participate in this event, because as you all know that Ddu-Gky is not getting that kind of attention that it has to get from the different stakeholders from the state and outside the state. And the participation of Honorable Minister will definitely bring this attention and get enough attention from the all officers from the department also, so that we will work for the better implementation of Ddu-Gky in our state. With this, I would like to thank all of you once again, and I would like to congratulate Madam Sanme and her entire team for organizing this meet and bringing together all stakeholders on a single platform in this successful manner, and particularly all our young aspirants who are sitting behind. So for their participation, and through your attitude and through your first steps only we can transform our state.
Now we know that there are many programs in rural development, and many have been implemented in our state as well. So it is long enough that we can observe and notice the strengths and the drawbacks of all of these programs. And what I would just like to drive home a point is that, our country, our nation is a very diversified country, and with each region and state having very different socio-economic conditions. So for any program to succeed, whether the CLRD or any other departments and programs that we have, they should not ignore this local factor of differences that exist on ground. Then only we can have a truly successful program implemented in the state, whereby I mean is that the target of each scheme or program reaches the people whom we intend to. Now, like this, as you must have known, that this program was launched nationwide in 2014, and in our state it was implemented in phase-wise from the year 2016. And of course 2016-19, and then 19 to 22, but we also took this program took a backseat because of the COVID, so we extended it to 23. Now the figures that were given to me by Sanme is that we have a target of about 9,226 trainees, and we have trained around 5,000 plus, and our placement is just about 3,000 plus. That means outside the country. So anyone sitting here would know that there is a huge gap. So the industries from outside, the companies, they do not absorb our skilled workforce adequately. So that's why I think this meeting, the ministry, the well-thought plan of the ministry is to have these meets often, so that the PIAs also will know what is our requirement. Because like I had said before, each state is different, with different needs, different wants, and different expectations. So when you sit for your sessions later, you try to find out what our trainees also need. This leave it or take it policy or approach will not do. Because when I had traveled outside, I do come across people from the northeast and also from Meghalaya. They said that they just want to complete the term of 3 months or 6 months, then I think it was 6 months. And then they will go back home. So then which led me to another question, why so? Then they said, no, the diet is not good, the accommodation is not good, it is too hot, and in some cases these aspirants, they have to look for their own accommodation. So the stakeholders here, the companies here, the employers here should be mindful of this fact that, you know, most of our youths, you know, the program being intended for the rural unemployed BPL youth, so they are not exposed, you know, all of a sudden they go out and they go out to the cities and all that. So you should understand that they cannot adapt to that situation. So I think this workshop will ensure that you take also the requirements and needs and sensitivities of the people from here so that we can sustain them. And one plus point that our people have is English. We are quite strong in English, so that is the plus point. With these very few words, I wish you all the best, and I hope that good results come out from this workshop.
I am honored to stand before you today as a representative of NIDPR at this esteemed CXO meet for Ddu-Gky candidates in Meghalaya. Our commitment to skill development aligns seamlessly with the vision of Ddu-Gky Kausal Yojana, and it is a pleasure to witness the positive impact it has had on the lives of the candidates. As we gather here today, we celebrate not just the skill imparted due to the story of resilience, determination and success that accompany each graduate of Ddu-Gky. These candidates, now equipped with a valuable skill, embody the spirit of the empowerment and progress that our collective efforts aim to foster. The role of potential employer in this journey cannot be overstated. Your participation and commitments provide the necessary direction for organizations, ensuring that they become nurturing environment for the talent to thrive. As we forge partnerships between the NID and Ddu-Gky, we recognize the critical role that collaboration plays in building a skilled workforce. Meghalaya is faced with unique challenges and opportunities, such as a canvas for Ddu-Gky candidates to paint a brighter future. The CTSA NID committed to supporting and facilitating initiatives that bridge the gap between the industry demand and the skill sets of our Ddu-Gky trained candidates. In conclusion, let us confirm commitment to holistic development of Meghalaya and its people. Together, through collaborative efforts of the state team and the potential employer, we can create a landscape where the aspirations of Ddu-Gky candidates align seamlessly with the needs of industry for steady, prosperous and sustainable future for all the Ddu-Gky candidates. Once again, I thanks to all of you that you have given the opportunity for such a wonderful CXO meeting. Thank you all.
Next, I would like to call Albert Simeon from Mountulai Umsning, Block Rihoy District. Albert. Albert was trained under BPO Voice. He owns a shop, cyber and stationaries at Umsning.
And now I would like to call Martin Shada from Sengkam block. Martin Shada from Sengkam block to kindly come and receive your certificate. Martin Shada has also completed his training in cook and he now owns his own shop as a cook Chinese and his earning is 12,000 per month.
So, a very good morning to you all. My name is Sengkam. I was born in small village, Yalong, Western Ddu-Gky district. I belong to Sengkam. I'm already past 12 pass. Then I'm continuing my bachelor of and then I'm not able to finish my degree. Then I dropped at 4th semester. So due to block coordinator, they came from awareness program in my village for Panchakarma Ayurvedic therapies. Then I found so interested in Panchakarma Ayurvedic therapies. Then I joined. So I enrolled myself as a Ddu-Gky. Then I studied at Panchakarma Ayurvedic therapies. So during that training, then this government provides us free, everything is free food and free accommodation. So thank you so much for Ddu-Gky for providing us this free training. So my first placement is on Delhi. Due to this pandemic, I have to go back to my village. Then later, I have a placement on AVN Arogya Ayurvedic Hospital. Then I worked there at 2 years. My first salary is 8 months. Then after 5 or 6 months, then it increased at 11,000. So I get a better opportunity to work in Dharma Ayurvedic Hospital in Kerala. Then later, I get a chance to go to Kuwait. Then on this December, I will go to Kuwait to work as a therapist at Dharma Ayurveda Hospital. So all this possible. Thank you. So all this possible because of this government providing us the scheme Ddu-Gky to get a chance and a golden opportunity. So thank you God and thank you for Ddu-Gky. So I want to give a small message to all my youth with unemployment to give this opportunity to be patient and hard work. Then just give your best. Then God will know the rest. That's all. Thank you so much.
The economy in rural India completely depends on agriculture. And that matter of fact, the opportunity for the rural youths is also dependent on agriculture. But because of the conflict of man and machine, many rural youths are getting deprived of their opportunity to lead a decent life. The traditional plowing and tilling has been taken over by modern machines, power tillers, the tractors, and ultimately our youths from rural area, they do not have any opportunity to have an alternative job in the rural area. And ultimately they migrate to the urban areas. And when they reach to the urban areas, forget about the skill. Even they find difficult to find out a hotel to eat the food also, the place to sleep also, and thereby creating a lot of problem, not only for himself, but the urban areas also. I think this is with in mind our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji devised this program, Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gramin Kaushal Yojana. Many of us may not know the meaning of Gramin. The word Gramin says the villages. That means this program directly, wholly and solely focused on the youths of the rural India. And the basic idea to have this program is to diversify the incomes of the youth in rural India. Now, how to diversify? Earlier, there was only one job, to go to the field and get some job. It may be for plowing, it may be for sowing, or it may be for reaping. Once the harvesting is over, there is
no work at hand for the youths of India in rural areas. So that's why the idea was that how do we diversify this income? Not that we should only and squarely dependent on the agricultural market. And second thing is that to fulfill the aspiration of the rural youths as far the job is concerned. I represent a constituency which is 7% rural area. And I know the problem faced by our youths. And I also know that how the legislators every day get a representation from their electorate for their words to get job in the government sector. Like other states in the country, even in Meghalaya also, job saturation has reached its highest point. Now what is the alternative way to go for the alternative job market? But then we cannot compare to the states in the other parts of the country because their scopes are very high. They have more investment opportunity than the states like Meghalaya or any other states of the northeastern region. This is where I think we'll have to take a proactive measures to bridge the gap between the job seeker and the job giver. And if we don't work as a catalyst to provide this one, ultimately I have seen many youths who have gone outside of the country, outside of the state, maybe to Hyderabad, to Chennai, to Bengaluru, to Gurugram. After getting the qualification, when they come back, no opportunity is here in our state. And that's why I think we should move further to the rural areas. Why not have workshop in rural areas? Say for example in Ddu-Gky, in Batmara, in Thadlashkan, in Ranigod, in Shora. Because some of the speakers, our trainees, they told that they have come to know from the friends. So just imagine if that friend would not have shared her ideas with her, today she would not be here and tell us her success story. So let us move towards the rural areas. Let us move so that the youths are directly in touch with us. We train them and we work for their placement also. As per the records in our department, the Government of India under this mission has allocated around 9,266 seats, out of which we could only fulfill it. Now, the application has been received is 8,052. That means we have got only 87% of the applicants as far our allocation is there, out of which 6,807 candidates were trained and completed training from different sectors and different states. That also amounts to only 73%. That means we are here to fulfill our quota. And unless we fulfill the quota, we cannot ask for higher allocation. We will have to focus on these areas also. I have heard who has opened a boutique in Jayapur district. Being a job seeker, she became a job giver. What a wonderful story. We have heard from Bagmara also, and our beautician who is now working in Kuwait, or she worked in Kuwait. So this becomes a good motivational story for the youths who are yet to venture out and fight opportunities. In the year 2019 to 21, the country has gone through a big problem. And not even our country, the worldwide. The COVID has snatched away a lot of jobs and it put us into a very different situation. But then from COVID also we learned many things. The thing is that now we don't require a high-rise building, a sophisticated building, which is called office, to work on. Now we can work from our own home. That means working from Shillong, Tura and Joy is as equal working from Shalshala or Ranikot or maybe Moshinga, it becomes same. Only thing is that we'll have to provide the opportunity, and those opportunity, I think our unit of the National Rural Livelihood Mission should take away, bridge the gap. Our youths are very fluent in English because the medium of instruction in our state is English. So far we could not capitalize on that. To get employment in IT sector, we are dependent on Gurugram, Hyderabad and Bengaluru. So far. So government is coming up with idea to provide job opportunity, and accordingly the IT center is coming in the state. We hope that it will fulfill the aspiration of many years in our state. Now going back to COVID era, as I told that we can work from home, we can learn from home also now. At one point of time, even I as a legislator and guardian, we used to tell our children or the other guardians that don't provide mobiles to your children because they will misuse. But post-COVID, we are forced to provide a smartphone to our children. And there is misuse also. But you talk with the toppers of different examinations, and they will tell that their success story is because they have learned many things online through mobiles. We are in the old schools. Still we dependent on our desktop. Mobile is something very hazy for us. Of course, with aging, eyesight is also decreasing. That creates a problem. But see the children, they do everything through mobile. You give your son or daughter money, they will not take. They will tell, transfer to my account. Slowly things are changing. We love our kitchen. We love our jado. We love our kappa. And at the end of the day, when we end up in the house, we gather around the kitchen just to have some nice smell. But see our children, they are busy in Swiggy and Zomato. But then Swiggy and Zomato also giving opportunity. That means you need not have a branded restaurant now. We interacted with many self-help groups. And we found that their products are not sold mostly in the state. They are sold online, through Amazon, through Flipkart. So that's why we got to give the opportunity. And through this opportunity, maybe someone tomorrow will be something like Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, if not that, maybe Sundar Pichai, and will transform our society, not being the job seeker, but giving the job seeker, the job giver. We are helping many self-help groups in the state. And with the government policy, the brand of juice that our entrepreneurs are now making in the state, from the traditional fruits, which were all along were wasted, Now you could see with the proper bottling and with the proper blending and proper labeling is a hot cake now. As a matter of fact, the tourists coming from outside, they ask, because some of their friends might have told them that when you are Shillong, taste the local wine. And that way our youths are very good in brewing the local wines. Things are improving. Doors are opening. Only thing we got to give it push. And as a department, we will work 24/7 to see that the hope and aspiration of the children and our youths are fulfilled. We have opened the State Migration Center in Ddu-Gky. Their youths are getting benefit. I think very soon we will be looking forward in other parts of the country to have this type of migration support center so that our youths can go there and have the basic training and get job opportunity. And we wish that very soon we will work on it to open other support centers. I was interacting with some officers from Assam. They are telling that their youths are mostly migrating to the areas in Tamil Nadu and other southern states because of the skill in weaving clothes. And the southern states are coming up with apparel factory. Just imagine, you go any market in the Europe or in America, you will see that all the apparels are either made from India or made from China or made from Bangladesh. But then somehow we in this region also, we are lagging behind the opportunity that we should have provided to our children. So Tamil Nadu is coming in a big way. And very recently, last week I was in Hyderabad interacting with the government officials there that 2 districts, they are giving much impetus for the apparel industry. But as of our youths are there, they are very youths in articulating the design and fashion technology. And I do hope that certain sector we should focus and we should give more impetus on that.
She was a head designer and
a lawn in Guwahati, and she is earning 25,000. And she is working as a senior manager.
next we have Ddu-Gky from Ddu-Gky village under South It is
Ddu-Gky as the owner and the head cook, and he is earning 27,000 per month.
Appointed against the habit, claims for 2 months against appointed, dropped out against the tree.
Universal ID Seva Samiti gave training on field technician computing and field works in electronics and hardware sector and warehouse hardware in logistics sector, the perimeters of the Ddu-Gky. Let us all give them a round of applause for successfully completing the project.